Hello, hello. Let me actually turn it down just a little bit. I will probably keep it on. I think I had turned the music up the last time I played, like the actual music. Let me check to see if I did. No, I still kept it low. Of course. But yeah, hello. Welcome in. I hope that you guys are doing good. Let me first come out of the options. I hope you guys are doing alright. Hi Shandy! How are you doing? It's been a minute. I had some day today, so we are not playing Still Rising, unfortunately. I just feel kind of overwhelmed a little bit today. I can tell because usually when I am a bit anxious, my legs will not stop moving. So if you see my body seeming like it's just shaking constantly, it's because my legs won't stop. But yeah, I went to help my parents go to the airport, and then our power went out for a while. So our power was out, so I was a little stressed about that. It's back though. It was mainly because they were doing construction over in the area, so like everybody's power basically went out. But then I had to do my work and everything, and I just am a little tired today. Plus, getting used to having to do all the other things that I usually don't have to do each day. So I just was like, you know what? I ordered myself some food, and after I ordered my food, I was like, I kind of don't feel like dealing with Still Rising, though I love it, but I don't feel like, or I should say more specifically, because it's not even specifically Still Rising, I didn't feel like playing a game that was too, like, combat-ish, and where I feel inclined to have to play until I get to the checkpoints. I kind of wanted to have a game where I could play it and I could technically stop whenever I felt like today. It was one of those kinds, and like this kind of game I can do that. Like I think technically I probably can still save in Still Rising, but just the way that it's set up, I don't do that until I get to a checkpoint. I don't stop playing. So I didn't feel like doing that today. But hopefully next week I will be truly back to both Hollow Knight and Still Rising. You're surviving. You hope it's not too bad. Yeah, it's mainly just kind of like tiredness and overwhelmed more so, I guess, of the various things I've been doing lately. So it's kind of like with all those things, that's what's been happening. Which I think anybody who's been here probably could tell, because I keep either canceling streams or changing the game that I'm gonna stream like the day of, because then when the day of comes, I am a bit too not mentally prepared to play said game. So that has been happening, but I'm hoping that next week will be different. Which also, really quick before I forget, before I even say that, we're gonna play some Satisfactory. It's gonna be a really chill stream. I'm going to say it right now, Satisfactory today is going to be a lot of like brainstorm planning. So there might be a lot of moments of me being quiet, because I am in the midst of trying to reconstruct my factory, because I kind of like built I decided that I wanted to kind of do like a multi-factory type thing, if that makes sense. So I wanted to do like so I did a copper factory. I have where my steel is going to be, because I just recently got steel, and I haven't rebuilt my iron factory, but I'm trying to like redo my hub or whatever at the moment. In my hub, I wanted it to have my storages, namely because I'm still figuring out how, and this is why it's going to be a brainstorming session for me too, is because I'm also trying to figure out if I want to have my assemblers be within my hub, or am I going to create a different factory for my assemblers. Because originally I was going to have the assemblers be within the same factory of the items that I do have, but at the moment the steel one is there's one assembler now that I need that needs both iron and steel, like an iron component and a steel component. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to just have them all go into the hub, or if I still want to try to finagle how I'm going to do these assemblers. Because either way, I still got to get these different things to then, from the assemblers, go back to storage, so they can be in storage, so I can have it, but also so they can be ready, or in case I want to send them into the big needle, aka that spaceship thingy that I always have to fill up with stuff. But so that's what I'm trying to figure out for today, for not Still Rising, for Satisfactory. But small updates also. I get you, but it'd be my own fault. I do too much. No, I feel that. I feel it too. I feel like it's the same reason for me. Like, I can't even like get mad at myself all the time, because I'm the one that put all these different things on me. Speaking of, tomorrow I will not be streaming, but I will be playing a game with my friend who will be streaming, Vision Shinobi. We will be playing ESO again, Elder Scrolls Online. So I will be playing with him and Macable Games. We'll be playing some ESO tomorrow at 7 p.m. And then next week I'm planning to have my regular Hollow Knight stream. It's going to be Hollow Knight, and because I refuse to not play Hollow Knight on Monday, there will be an extra stream next week. And the extra stream will be on Tuesday, same time as normal, which is 5 p.m. EST. And it's going to be for a new game, which is, I think, going to go into early access next year, called Aloft. And I got a code for the demo, or like the beta demo, but supposedly the demo is already available on Steam and whatnot, so like you guys can still check it out. But I did get a code for that demo, so I'm going to play it tomorrow. And it seemed like a kind of cool game. I also wanted to play it because one of my friends, I feel like, would actually love it, possibly, but we will see. It's like a base building, exploration, you can pet the animals type of game or whatever. It looked kind of cool. We will see together how it is. We'll see what it's like. So yeah, so that's gonna happen on Tuesday, and I don't think there's any other thing going on next week. So we will have one extra stream next week, just as a heads up. You don't know if I still play Black Desert, but if you do, make sure to log in, even if you don't play, because they're giving out a free dream Wait, for real? For how long? I have not played in a bit. Once in a while I get the urge and I play, and then I don't play again for like a year. How long is the Dream Horse going on though? Because I will 100% go for a Dream Horse. I remember that used to be my goal before when I was playing heavy, was to get the freaking Dream Horse. Like I was the horse person of my friend group. I was trying my hardest to get it, and then I kind of gave up because RNG was just so hard to get those items. So I kind of gave up with that because I got tired of having to like do so much fishing and all this other stuff just to try to get the gazillion pieces I needed in the hopes of getting the Dream Horse I wanted. Because I think it was between, I either wanted the Doom one, I think it was called Doom. Doom or that Pegasus, whatever it's called. I know it starts with an A, but I wanted either the Pegasus or the Doom one with the fire. You got yourself a male Doom Horse? They really improved the whole game. It's so much fun. The thing is, they do this because there's a new update where you have mythic horses. Real? Oh man, Shandy, you're gonna make me have to start to boot up Black Desert. You're gonna make me have to boot up Black Desert. And the thing is that I know you're not wrong, because I actually very recently, and then I will get into Satisfactory. I not super recently, but like within the last, I'll say 6 months, I did boot up Black Desert, and I was like freaking out to my friend because I started a new character, and it was like an actual intro. There was an actual beginning, intro, cutscene, storyline, everything. I was like, oh my goodness, this is what I've always wanted. This is what we've always needed. This is amazing. It was so good. I was so excited, and I just never got a chance to go back because now it's like these MMORPGs for me are so hard to go into every single day. But I might need to go back in because I actually do remember playing it before and really liking the improvements. There was even voice acting, like for the regular like lines. When you were doing like the beginning quest, like I think when I was doing Balanos, all of the quests were like voice acted, and on top of it, even the ones that weren't voice acted, the like quest lines, like the dialogue had changed, and it had became like honestly more interesting. Like I actually started reading through it because they gave the people some character once. I actually felt like I was reading something I wouldn't have minded reading. Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna end up having to look into it. You mostly been playing on your EU account since it's your main. They improved the story. Best thing to do is play the season server. So basically you go in each season, then just chill till you're ready to go back. Season lets you level to characters half the work. Yeah, I think the last time I did it, I had made season characters so that I could start over, but the problem was that I did the season characters and then I didn't allow myself to level up halfway without having to do tons of work, because then I just kept forgetting to come back in. Like I would do it for a week or so and then I'd forget, and that's what kept happening to me. But that makes me feel happy though. That makes me want to try it again. I think part of my problem, well, not problem, I shouldn't say problem. I think my thing lately, I'm gonna just turn down my mic just slightly. I feel like it's very loud. I feel like I'm probably yelling in your ear. I feel like my thing with Black Desert recently, or not even recently, the last like few years since I stopped playing it religiously, is I think it just, unfortunately, despite the fact I honestly do still adore Black Desert, I think about it quite often still, despite the fact I don't play it, but the way in which that my like time with it ended, I feel like my time with the game unfortunately ended on such like not just lackluster, but just like such a sour note, unfortunately, that now whenever I go back in, it's almost like I can't get back to where I was before, because despite the fact I really love the game, I end up always still thinking about what happened the last times I played and how it used to be fun, but then it didn't, and all the guild stuff and all the stuff that had happened that just did not go well. It makes it where it's been a little hard to go back in. And plus, I think I miss having friends to play Black Desert with when I did, because that was it became such a highlight. Like when I first started, I had fun by myself because I was by myself. And then I got friends in it, and it was so great to have friends. And then when everything turned to shit, it was just so bad. And then I never was able to really get back. And then the one friend I did have in it, they didn't want to play anymore because of how it ended. And then stuff happened with that friend. So yeah, there's nobody right now that I know that plays BDO, unfortunately, for me. But this is also my factory. So this is where that's my copper factory. Nothing is on right now because I'm kind of like in the midst of trying to figure it out. Guild drama. I have like a tiny guild with friends, so it's nice. We all are busy, no pressure, so we split stuff. One friend is ship person. We basically always are on and off the game. See, that's really nice. And what's funny is that's honestly how mine was. And also what I'm about to say, I'm not saying it in a way of saying like, oh, this is what's gonna happen to you. 100% that is not what I'm saying. If anything, I 100% hope that your stuff stays fantastic. All I was gonna say was, unfortunately for me, my guild was kind of the same way. We had a very tiny guild, which technically wasn't even considered a guild because it was so small. And it was with my friend and then another person that we had met who became our friend that we used to have a group chat with, and we would talk all the time. And long story short, we each kind of also had our little things that we did. My other friend was like the head of it. I was the person who recruited everybody, and then the other friend held all the guild missions. And the friend who held all the guild missions effectively turned every single member against me and my other friend, despite the fact I recruited every single person, all because they got upset because me and my friend happened to be talking in our friend group chat that the three of us were in. And the thing that they got upset about was because we mentioned how we wished that BDO had more Black people in it. And they got upset because they said how it's not realistic, and we basically called them out for it, and they got upset that we called them out for that. And then they turned everybody against us, where we had to switch servers because everybody kept killing me when I was AFK. So that's what happened to me. That's why I haven't played Black Desert in a while. But also so that people know what's going on too, and then I'll go back to BDO, talking about BDO. So this is what I meant by I'm trying to figure out how I want to do my storage. So this is my storage unit, and honestly, I like the setup I did. I might just end up moving it over. So what I did is I have it so that, oh, and also this is Satisfactory. You make a bunch of factories. And I have my storage units set up. I don't have smart splitters yet. So I have to have them all go in one at a time. But I have it so that they can, when I do set it up and they all can go in, they'll go in here and then they'll split, and one will go into the storage, and then it'll go up. And basically it's gonna go like that, and everything up here is gonna merge at the top. And when they is this the right way? Is it going there? Okay, it is. Okay, sorry. From the bottom, it looked like it was going the wrong direction. Anyways, so at the top, they're all gonna merge. And when they merge, they're gonna all continue down. And then they're gonna go into here, because this thing will give me points so I can start to get like equipment and like things that look nice in the game. Because right now I don't have any type of other supplies. I only have basic walls and basic foundations. And I want to make my factory look pretty. So I already have accepted that this is not going to be my end-all be-all factory. I'm going to remake it again eventually, but I at least need to set it up so that I can get items. So this is how I have it, and I have it the same exact way up top, and then the merger is gonna go down. The ones up top will go down here and then go in here. So that's how I have that set up. Ignore all the storages over there. That is just where I had to empty out all of my old storages because I originally had everything on my hub over here, and I've like rebuilt it. So down here is where all of my iron is going. It's the only thing right now that still works, but also at the same time I think, did I turn everything off? No, I didn't. I just have, oh yeah, I only have this one going. So these are all being supplied by that one miner right now. And then on the other side, I have my copper factory and my steel, which is brand new still. I have not made anything from steel yet. But as you can see, it's just a big orange box right now. Eventually I will change it, but my copper factory is in here. I will show you guys in a moment how it actually looks. And then I made this little walkway so I could get across. And I also made a truck stop so that if I needed to, I could use it for stuff. But mainly I figured I would end up possibly using it to bring stuff to the big spindle. But yeah, so this is my stuff. And right now I'm also figuring out how I want to do this stuff, because I don't know if I want to put my assembler, which by the way, assemblers are where you can craft two things, like one thing from two items at once. So I need a few assemblers to do that, but my little dilemma lately, or my little dilemma at the moment, is figuring out if I want to put my assemblers up here, or do I want to set up my assemblers so that they are within the factory they're supposedly going to be in. And the reason I'm stuck between deciding that is because right now all of my assemblers are with iron items, so like these all work, but now that I have steel, there is one assembler I need that needs both an iron item and a steel item. So I'm trying to decide if I should, like, what I should do. But you know what, actually, actually, I could still have it in iron, and I could maybe set it up so that there's maybe, I mean, I could put a truck stop next to it, or I could put just a conveyor belt down there. Because also at the same time, I need to figure out how I'm going to then bring all these items here. So, because I don't think, this is it, I don't think I want to put my iron factory down here. Like originally I was gonna have my iron factory be down here, but now I kind of don't think I want to. I kind of feel like I want my iron factory to be over here. Does that make sense? Probably not, because like how am I going to effectively bring it over here without it being in the way? I don't know, but you know, why not? Why not try to figure this stuff out? But anyway, because at the end of the day, these things would need to go over here. Unless I like attempt to make it where it's like a tunnel or something, but it's not going to be a tunnel. It's just going to look crazy. Or it could look like a walkway. Like I put a little walkway slat and then everything actually is going underneath the walkway. Ooh, I mean, I could technically try to do that over there too, but that might be a little weird. Because no, that wouldn't work. But yeah, so that's kind of where I am. That's insane. What is there? Listen, I still to this day am floored by the way that it went. Like, and I'm talking about like complete victim complex. I've never shied away from talking about like this type of stuff, so like if this makes you uncomfortable, like feel free to skedaddle. But it was very much white woman tears that happened during the whole thing because they were a white girl and they got very mad at us when we were like, you know, it's really unfair of you to kind of like make our feelings tiny and like act like it doesn't matter when we were just talking to each other like, oh, I wish that there were like some more black people, because we just was like, oh, it would make sense that there were like more like tan at least sorceresses, because sorceresses in BDO are any hot climate, like they're basically near the desert. And we were like, oh, it would have been cool if like we could have had like some like black like NPCs. And we even were like, we don't even care if it's like a different model. Like it can be the same model as the other one, just with brown skin at this point. Make their lives easier. And they went on like a full-blown explanation of why that's not realistic and why that does not matter, despite the fact we can talk to penguin-looking people in the game. Like, despite the fact that in Black Desert, there are literal hyenas that walk on two legs and have a whole village, and they basically have a town in the woods or whatever. Despite the fact there are frog people with spears that stand on both feet. Despite the fact, you know, there's all those things. They said that having some black-looking sorceresses who were human was not realistic and too much to do, and then got mad at us. So that was it was wild. It was a wild experience. And then to have every single person I recruited kill me while AFK over and over again, that was ridiculous. So it's kind of like SimCity, but for story. In a way, it's like, think of it more so like if I've never played this game, the game that I'm about to say, but I feel like it's the best example. Imagine it's Factorio, but first person. Because I also feel like SimCity wouldn't really do it justice either, like SimCity and like City Skylines, though I do feel like people who like City Skylines and SimCity would like this too, because you are building. But I feel like if you are into like true like building games, factory builder type stuff, then that's your thing. Because let me actually go down here and show you why. Because it's not just the storage. I'm just stuck on the storage because I want to get my storage set up. But this is what it's about. This is what the game is truly about. Making all of these things. So that you can keep making more stuff. These are all of my factory things. This is my storage for, which one? The rotors. So these need to eventually go over to the thing. So what I was also thinking about. So I was thinking about making, because I've been watching a lot of like Satisfactory videos. I was thinking maybe I could find a way, or not find a way. I'm gonna unfortunately have to delete all the stuff, the beauty that I just did. Well, not just did, that I did the last time I played. Because I am thinking, or maybe I don't. I'm thinking about making stuff go like almost like under it more. And originally I was like, maybe I might have to delete it because I kind of want to make it go just slightly higher so that there's more space underneath. Like, I'm not going to use the big gigantic foundation for the space underneath. Like, maybe for the last, like where the actual foundation meets the ground, yeah, but I want to make it so that there's space under, and then I can put conveyor belts under the floor essentially, and then they can just come up to where I want it to be, you know, like, you know. So I could do that, and then if I do that, I could kind of like utilize this space more down here, if that makes sense. But first I want to like see how far I can go with this. Then I'll just delete these ones and use the small ones, and you know, yada 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 yada. But I still may end up having to delete the storage because I might want to reposition the items so that maybe I'm more so utilizing the storage over here so that I can have the underneath part, because the underneath part goes away up here, you know? So, and I'm just doing this so I can see how far out I want to make it go. I love that I did all this and now I gotta get back up. Whoopsie. I need to get up top somehow. Alright. Hi, Deshaun! Looks like you did quite a bit of work. I did a lot. And honestly, this little thing that you see, Deshaun can tell you it did not look like this the last time I played the game. I've done, did some work. Or I think the last time I played, actually, it was there, but then but I don't think Deshaun was here for it. Yeah, we're gonna end up the storages. Reminds me a bit of Harvest Moon with all the houses you built for production. Yeah, I guess yeah, that actually I feel like you could relate it to that. I talk about this regularly and my friends get it. Genshin Impact is even worse. 2 years and only 2 characters and they barely have brown skin and they still officially whitewash them. I've heard about that. Like, I don't really pay that much attention to Genshin, but I definitely have seen that. And like, I remember, I think I got super excited, you know, and you're probably gonna already know exactly what character class I'm about to talk about, despite the fact I don't remember how to pronounce it. But I was so hyped and excited in Black Desert when they came out with that one male class that to me is the male sorceress. It's a hill I will die on. I don't care what anybody says. It's the male sorceress, but they made him black because he's like from like, I think he's supposed to be from like Valencia and stuff, like the desert area. Either way, he's to me the black sorceress. He just has a weapon on him. They to me have similar things. I still stand by the fact I think that BDO does male and female versions of their characters, even if they're slightly different. They still do it. He's yes, exactly, yeah. The Hushin, him, yeah. I was super excited when I saw him for the first time. Like, overly hyped. I was so excited about him. Because we had waited so long for stuff like that, you know? Alright, yeah. I'm gonna use this. So, we are gonna get rid of these. Wait, I always forget. I can hold... Mass is hold the left. I always forget that mass exists. I'm only gonna do the ones that are underneath me. Actually, we'll do those. And now we'll do the small one. Because maybe we will do another one. Because I don't want the rocks to be around either. I don't like when the rocks are there. Maybe we'll get rid of those ones. Have it go. Not me. not me to you doing the exact same one I wasn't supposed to do. Exact one I was not supposed to do. Of course I did. The newest they added was Wusa and Megu. Since now there's 3 starting areas, 1 for new players, 2 for if you just want story summary and go play new content. Oh, I feel like I might have saw that, and I did new player so I could see the new like story or whatever. I will say I'm very happy with what it seems like they've been doing. Just from the last times I played, it seems like they really have been doing it, like doing so much. And I'm not gonna lie, I partially was nervous because I was scared they weren't going to do that, because weren't they supposed to be doing like some new like game? Like Black Crimson or something? I don't know. Crimson something. Whatever that game was supposed to be called. And I was scared that they were gonna like not continue with Black Desert, because one thing I did know for a fact was that new game they were gonna be making was not a game I wanted to play. Crimson Desert, there we go. I chose the wrong word that already existed. No, Pearl Abyss Works really turned it around. Crimson Desert, yeah. Maybe, you know what, maybe they stopped it because when they switched. But you know what? You're right. And I was wondering, like, I honestly forgot that they left Cacao Games or whatever it was. Because I feel like ever since, like, they left them and they've been doing, like, all this other stuff, like, ever since they left the publisher or whatever, they've been kind of doing it. It's low-key been, like, win after win, I feel like, for Black Desert. Each time I come back, I'm like, I might need to, like, start figuring out how to get this into my schedule again, because it's been really good. I have been, like, very pleasantly surprised with Black Desert. Like, so very pleasantly surprised. Alright, so get this underneath. Which you're still waiting for them to show some flavor. Like, no worries about getting back besides getting that horse and some free costumes. The game will last for at least another 3 to 4 years based on its updates, if not more. Yeah, honestly, like, I do miss it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I feel like whenever I do end up, like, anytime somebody gets a chance to talk to me about Black Desert, I start rambling about it. Because I think it shows how much I miss the game. Like, I genuinely enjoyed playing it so much. So the fact that now I don't get to play it and it's not the way it used to be for me, it does make me a little sad. So I would love to try to come back. The only thing is that some stuff I have to get used to, because I do remember when Black Desert was not janky, but, you know, it was still very much in the midst of all of their updates. So, like, when, for example, what was it? The sea update, like, for, what's the name of it? I forget the name of the continent. It started with an M. The one for all of, like, the seafaring and the pirates and stuff. When that one was still going on, and I was still playing, they hadn't fully developed the ocean yet. So I could still go on my boat and, like, ride around and fish. And the last time, one of the last times I did play with my friends, we went into the sea to do that so we could fish and, you know, like, hunt the small whales or whatever. And the absolute second we left Delia, a pirate ship basically came at us and we were, like, screaming, trying to, like, run away, because all of a sudden everything, like, faded to black and we didn't know what to do, because that hadn't happened before. We were so scared, we were terrified. So that's what I mean by we're gonna have to figure out some things too. Let me go back up top so I can see what I'm doing. What I should do, so I don't have to keep running around for down. Put a thing here. Get up top easy. Alright. Cool. So I can have my, like, stuff. So I could have it where they come down. Maybe I have my storages down. Not down, but maybe I have my things coming through into here, you know? And, ooh, and with the way that this is set up, it might actually work. Just maybe. The only thing that makes this now different, because I put a truck stop over there as if I could get the stuff here. So I might just have to not have that be a truck stop anymore. I might need to make the truck stop more so like on the hub or something like that, you know? That's something I now have to figure out, because that's not gonna work the way that I had it anymore. But it also makes it easier for me because now I can make my conveyor belts come through and not have to worry about a truck having to go past it. Oh, and then I will show you what you've missed, Deshawn, because I think the last time you were here, it was my hub was still here. You know, I think that was what it was. Yeah, pen gear, no more upgrading needed. It's so easy to get now. Like, you can still put in work, but it's like, wait, for real? What? It's like actually fun to get gear now? Are you serious? The gear grind is kind of fun? Flavor is in a little bit of, you know, oh, don't worry. I knew exactly what you meant. I knew exactly what you meant, Deshawn. Is the reason I have not touched Final Fantasy 16. In hindsight, better since the whole game is about sleep. Oh, the ocean is continuously growing. I have not touched it yet. Yeah, once that happened to me, I never touched my boat again. I have not gone out. If I do go out to fish, I only stay within the close parameters of Velia or wherever it is that I am. I do not go that far. Honestly, Square was gonna catch smoke either way. The story and world needs to be different. Or needed to be different, rather. See, I've actually never played Final Fantasy. So every time people talk about Final Fantasy games, I don't know which one is which. Like, I've seen certain ones, not fully through, but I've seen certain Final Fantasies, but I don't remember what number is connected to what. Hi, Akeem! How are you doing? Baldur's Gate 3 is shaping up to be that game, though. They had a panel from hell today. Listen, I'm excited for Baldur's Gate 3. Eventually, I am going to play it. Like, I plan to. I plan to play Baldur's Gate 3. Basically, do season, turn season gear into pen gear. It's super easy. Turn that gear after season into normal gear. Now just get materials, which is a little work, but no chance. It's just getting materials and then boom, it's pen. And now you can do Fallen God armor update if you want. Oh my goodness. Shanda, you might have to, like, school me on the ways of the Black Desert nowadays. Because I'm so behind. And I think that's why when I do go into Black Desert, I end up not playing super long. Because I get slightly overwhelmed by how much stuff I have to remember to do. And I don't remember. And then on top of it, my characters, don't mind me when I, like, do stuff like this. I'm just kind of talking and trying to gauge what I'm doing at the same time. Of how I plan to, like, move things around. But my main character, she has so much stuff on her. Like, on her person. That I, don't even know where to put it sometimes. She just has so much. Okay, so I have all of these. I'm trying to, like, see how I'm going to set up my conveyor belt. So I'm gonna walk in the direction. So I could make it go like this. And then go through here. right? And then when it goes into here, it goes into the stuff. And maybe... See, this is why I need to get the awesome sink working, because I need to start having some diagonal walls and floors and whatnot. I'm tired of my box factories. But I could technically have this go out further. Because now I'm kind of like, you know what? Screw it. I might as well just have... I might as well just have some of these things go out, like, further. Like, if I'm not going to have an actual truck stop. Like, I don't think I'm going to do the truck stop over here anymore. I don't think it's needed anymore. Because of how I'm shaping up this factory. It's no real like, I mean, technically I can, because depending on how I do it, I could make a ramp that goes up, you know? So, like, essentially, I could always, like, make this side, like, a ramp, for example, and then, like, this side be, so I could make it where, like, this side is the ramp, and then this side goes into the actual belly of the thing, right? Where my storages are and whatnot. And then I have some space and I could make it go to where the actual truck stop is, wherever the hell that is. And I could, you know, figure out the rest of it. I still don't know what the rest is. But I think I kind of like that. I might put a ramp just so I can know what my mind is thinking at the moment. And then I will start building this out a little bit. I feel like that could actually be like, I'm truly just figuring stuff out as I go. Do I really know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. But we're doing our best. we are doing our best, though. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. If it wasn't already a cop, today would 100% sell you on it. How was my week? My week's been a week. I feel like I've been part of why we're playing Satisfactory today and not Steel Rising, because I've been a little overwhelmed, a little anxious. So I figured it would be a better stream for me to I felt like just sitting and chilling and talking with y'all. And despite the fact that I'm also trying to think with this, I can talk to you guys while I do Satisfactory, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. So we're fixing up my stuff. My power went out today, which is part of what helped cause me to be a bit overwhelmed in general today. Because I still had, like, work to get done, despite the fact that my power went out. So then I was, like, rushing, and then I had to get food, and then by the time I had food, it was time to stream, and I was just like, I don't feel like fighting stuff today. I don't feel like doing it. So we're not gonna do that today. We're just not going to. That's how it went. But I hope that your week's been good. How have you been? Baldur's Gate, my friend, played the early access, and yes, I can be black and romance with cute guys. I'm here for it. Listen, I can't wait. I've been seeing the early access, and when I say seeing it, I mean that I know that there's early access, and I don't really watch videos for it because I don't want to get spoilers. I genuinely am just like, I decided not to do early access because I didn't want to fall into the trap, which I sometimes tend to do because I've started to learn over the past couple years that I have a very bad attention span sometimes, and if I don't play the game when I'm supposed to play it, like if I'm like gonna play Baldur's Gate 3, right, and I start the early access period or whatever, and then I get to the point, the stopping point, or I stop eventually because I'm like, oh, it's not done yet, I won't go back. I'll just forget and I just won't go back, and that'll just be the end of it. And I would like that not to happen. So instead I have to, you know, just not do that. I have to not do that. So Ooh, actually, I know what I should try to do. Because if I want this to actually work right. Push. No, you don't want to be nice. Kind to me. Okay. What my brain is doing right now, just so you guys can be on the same page. This, I think I'm gonna end up deleting this ridge so it can be lined up with my grid of this ridge, if that makes sense. Because the way in which this bridge is not going to properly line up with everything here, so that is what I think I'm gonna try to make it. Even if I end up not having it like these be here, I at least still have something. It can be lined up. See? Part of me feels like I should have one in the hopes that I don't. So I don't fall, I mean, because knowing me, I will have the wonderful luck of falling to my death. That's what I will have. I will have that luck. Just straight death. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, I got scared. I thought I deleted the floor that I was standing on for a second. I got so scared. Oh man. And now I'm like, I might as well try to make it so that the floor is more even across. I don't know about y'all. I hate when like lately now that I'm playing this game, I don't like when like the floor, like the grass comes out from underneath my thing. I want it to be straight. Just straight foundation. I don't want anything else on top of it. Nothing else. That's it. That's all I want. Do I want to have so I could do that, but no, that goes out into the actual. Maybe. I also don't want these things. It went. I don't know why I made that sound. That sound didn't actually make any sense. Made zero sense. Ignore me. Sometimes I don't make sense. Don't mind. They showed some of the romances today, and man, it's gonna be a good time. Yeah, it can be overwhelming whenever you're ready. Just ask. It's really easy now, like lots to do. But it's fun and doesn't feel like a chore. Yeah, you know what, Shandy? I will definitely try to, like, message you. Are you still on... Do I have your Discord? Or, like... Or are you still on Tumblr? How should I, like, message you about, like, video stuff? Or are you in my Discord? I can't remember. Because I definitely will message you about video stuff. If I ever have the time. You can't wait to bag a baddie tiefling. Yeah, I'm not gonna look at any other romances. Honestly, like low-key, I debate if I should stream Baldur's Gate 3 because I kind of gave myself a slight rule for my own sanity when it comes to me streaming, and that rule is that I do not stream romances. I don't stream romances on here. Like, I know that technically I was playing Bell Automata, which technically has a romance, but despite that, I don't count it as much. But like, I told myself I'm not gonna do the RPGs with the romances because I will be blushing, and I don't want y'all. I don't need y'all to see me blushing. As my characters are romanced, I don't need y'all to see that. I'm good. So that was like my criteria for myself going in, because I get embarrassed. Is there fall damage in this? Yes, there is. Very much is. You can double up the foundation to cover the grass, right? Yeah. Yeah, I can. But I gotta make sure that it, like, does it how I want. You know? Like, I gotta make sure it looks right. So, I might do this and I might not even like how it ends up. Go up, go to the spot that, go onto the other game. Please. Please. Is it because that one's still there? Let me delete it. Still snapping to that grid. Is that what it is? Please go. Go to that one top one. That one. Killing me, man. I swear. All of this and watch. I'm not even gonna like how it looks. Watch me not even like the way that it ends. Like, I just know myself. I do. Any other... God. Okay, so now I did all that, right? I don't even think I like... Oh, what is that? Is that copper? I think that's copper. All that, and I don't even think I like how that looks. All that work. I don't even think I like how that looks. Yeah, it goes over there, and I don't want to make a... I could, though, just be like, forget it and make it go straight across. I could do that. I also partially see if I end up liking it, but I kind of want to do a not as steep ramp now. And you know what? That could actually maybe work, especially if I want to, like, make this. You know, it makes a noise, and I gotta do this bit. I can understand the romance thing, because it's 4-player co-op. I kind of feel like it would be dope to romance other players. Probably a long while till that's an actual thing that would ever happen in a game. 4-player co-op game where players can romance the NPCs is already unprecedented. Yeah, it is. And honestly, if we're being real, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Baldur's Gate, like, I don't think they will, but of all the types of games to do it, I'd see a version of Baldur's Gate trying to, because it feels like it's supposed to be so close to, like, D&D. That makes sense. You know, and you know what I learned recently? Because I didn't know this until I looked at a thing. And this is how I know that, like, I'm trying not to, like, feel bad about stuff that I do, because, like, this is my very first time playing this game. But I didn't know that I think you can press, like, what's it called? You can press something. Like, you can press, like, the control or key or something, and it will make it so that, like, you snap to the grid of the actual map. That way all of your factories can be the same, like, orientation. And I didn't know that. So technically all of my factories are different orientations, because I didn't know that that was a thing, as you can see with this. And it's annoying. Bothers me now. Now that I know that that's the thing, it bothers me that I didn't do that. It bothers me so very much. And, like, the only thing that's been sort of kind of saving me is that, like, I keep having it where, like, the factories don't connect. But now that I'm trying to have the factories connect, it bothers me. I'm also probably going to make this foundation the smaller one. I don't necessarily like it. So, but yeah, it makes me irrationally angry. If we're being real. Quite upset. Quite upset. Like, look at that. They don't match. They don't freaking match. And I hate that. I hate that. It makes me so upset. But I also don't want to remake everything, because all of this stuff over here is on the same grid. Everything over here is on the exact same freaking grid. And you know what's funny? You know what, actually? This one probably isn't even on the same grid as this one, because I made them separately. I didn't know any better. I am just a noob of Satisfactory. Don't judge me, please. I'm just doing my best. I'm honestly happy with what I've made so far, because the way in which I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just thankful that I am here. We're gonna definitely put some stuff on the sides, because knowing me, I will run off the side of the ramp, because I'm me. That's what I do. So upset. So bad that doesn't match. Okay, but anyways, the nice thing though is that technically if I do the thing that I'm thinking about doing, if I do it right, okay, which actually, will I be able to do it right? Maybe. So I kind of want to make it so that one side is really the ramp and the other side, like, everything gets fed into it, if that makes sense. Something, or maybe I could just have it go through the side or something. Figure this out. It's gonna get figured out somehow, some way. Somehow I'm gonna get it right. Maybe how I will start to figure it out is I need to start to cover the bottom so that I can get a flat surface at the bottom. Until I have a flat surface down below. Also, oh god, I gotta go back up top. With the amount of cutscenes, stuff that could happen, that's what my thought was too. The fact that they don't line up just emphasizes your free will. It does. That's what I say to myself when I do things unorthodox or borderline questionable. I shan't be boxed. Yeah, anything that makes you feel better, right? Anything that helps us feel just slightly better about ourselves. Okay. I feel like my brain was like, ooh, let's expand, and then it did, and now it, like, didn't fully catch up to what the rest of me wanted to do. Like, I want to do it, but then my brain is just like, I don't think it really realized what I was doing. I don't think it actually did. Oh my god, this makes me so upset. Look at it. This grid is atrocious. Why did I do this to myself? Like, at the same time, I know why I did it to myself, because down there it makes sense. Like, genuinely, down there it makes sense. Does it make sense anywhere else? And I know that there was like a build mode. What does Zoop do? I don't think Zoop is what I want. I don't want it to snap to a grid. Despite the fact it keeps snapping. Oh, so this is how I can do that stuff. Make it like curved and whatnot. But then it like snappity snaps. I don't want it to snappity snap. That's annoying. Hate that for me. But at the same time, if I kind of just, I mean, I could make them clip and okay, then it would all be all right. So like, if you're trying to like justify my actions, trying to make things seem not as ugly as they are. Which is also funny, because, like, I'm over here stressing about all this, and being real, this is all probably gonna change once I finally get some, like, coupons. Once I can finally get, like, the coupons or whatever, like, this is, it's not even gonna matter. It's not even gonna matter anymore. Everything's gonna be fine. But, you know, until I get the coupons. Also don't. Oh wait, I don't want to stay in Zoom. I don't know how to use it. Somebody told me to use Zoom the last time I played, and I don't understand it, so I'm not. Until I get it, I'm not. This factory is gonna get to that's my justification. That's gonna be my justification. So the coupons in the go into the awesome sink, or not coupons. Items and like excess items go into the awesome sink, which is that bad boy over there. And basically what the awesome sink does is it can generate coupons, which when used, you can then get like cool things from the awesome shop, like different types of walls, different types of flooring, windows, all those types of things that you would want to actually have to like make your factory look cool, you can get. But you need the awesome sink, like you need the coupons to do it. So that's part of why my thing just looks like a big old box, because I technically don't have the like items to do that stuff. So until I get some coupons, I basically can't make my factory look. Yeah, that's what's going on. This be high enough? I feel like it's not. scared. I mean, technically I can do that, but it's like ugly. You know what? That's fine. We're gonna deal with it. Did my music go off? I think my music did. Okay, so I did this. Why? I don't. Don't ask me. Don't ask me my reasoning. Why I did it like that. We're just gonna go with it. Just gonna go with that. Now, aside from this looking disgusting, do I? Oh, my music went off. It did go off. It did. Restart it. Do those need to still respect the grid system? Which things? What I just did, or like the factory? Because like technically speaking, they don't have to respect the grid system if like I don't want them to. Like I can make it's fine. I just don't like it. The coupon items. I mean, what do you mean by that, actually? Here, ha 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 ha. Cool. You said everything would be good once you get the coupons. Oh, I mean more so that like my factory can look pretty. So like I can have an actual like pretty factory. And I believe there's some items in the grid, not in the grid, in the awesome shop where you can have like slanted walls and I think like maybe diagonal flooring and stuff like that. So that's also what I mean by that, is that I will also just be able to have more options of what I can build, you know? So there's also that. And that's why I say I'm doing all this work, right? But like technically speaking, a lot of it's going to change. Like a lot of it is not going to stay like this. I'm gonna end up like redoing a lot of stuff because like, let's be real here, when I do finally have enough stuff to make my factory look pretty, I'm going to focus on making it look pretty and I'm gonna end up just deleting everything that I did. So there's also that. I want to do this. So I'm going to have it where they're on the ground. I mean, technically technically I can do that instead of trying to focus on making a fully solid floor. That's what originally I was gonna try to do. I was gonna try to at least have it be like a good, like, at least a somewhat fully solid floor that they can go up to like their storages and stuff. I guess maybe, how do I want to do this? So I could either make it just go across it, right? Or I can have them go through like I could have them go through the stairs and disperse. Because I'd also more than likely need, so I'd need those 5 to go in. I'd need the 2 to go in. I'd need all the irons to go in, right? And then all of the assembler items to go in. And I would want it to be where they come in and then they go to their like respective place. So I guess maybe what I should start to figure out is an actual shape at the top, so that I can start to figure out where the heck the hole should be. Like, if I want to put, I want to actually make this area, maybe not, if I don't want to make that it, if I want to put the storages closer down here, that changes things. Oh, I didn't actually mean to take that out. Whoopsie. This is my ramp. I'm up. Do I want to have my storages be lined here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 19. 8. No, 19. No. Look at me not remembering how to do that. Oh god, my brain just went blank and I don't know why that just happened. Anyway, I have a lot of storages. But do I want to do 8 here and then 8 there? Do I want to have them go up? What actual size would I like to do? And I'd still need a walk, like a spot for me to walk in. Well, I kind of liked how I did it because I gave myself space to walk. Trying to figure out this stuff is always hard. Because my original idea that I had, just so you guys can be on the same page of where my brain is. So my idea at first was I could have all these things go in and then they could like disperse into one side of the ramp, which then goes down here. And down here would actually be where they would, you know, split off and go to their designated places. So they would go to where they're supposed to go into like the storage, and like they would go up through the little elevator thing, which is that bad boy that you see. They go up through the elevator and then go to where they need to go, but also they can like separate or whatever and go to like the assembler areas if needed. But right now I don't technically need an assembler. People are also being honest, I don't actually need the assembler right now for any of these items except for one, I think, for now at least, which is one of the steel items. So I could have that separate and go to, you know, a designated spot. So maybe Maybe, you know what? Maybe my problem right now is that I'm overthinking everything. I'm over here trying to, like, I guess, plan for the future when I'm probably not going to have this factory the way it is in the future. It's probably gonna change. Let me stop stressing so much with it and just let it do what it does. You know? I want it to be fancy, but you know what? Maybe I don't need to do that fancy. I can always do that later. So I actually might just delete all. I don't think I actually. I'm gonna put the thing back where it is. I actually don't even like how that looks. I don't even like how it did it. So we're gonna delete basically almost all of that into a square. I don't mind it being out as far as I did, but most of these things. Oh wait, I keep forgetting the button. Okay, hold. There we go. I don't have to sit and do it one by one. Oh no, not that. That one. Not those ones. I don't want to keep these. For now. I might delete those two. I just feel like I started getting ahead of myself. I feel like I started trying to do more than I actually need to do. If that makes any sense. Like, I don't think I actually need to do as much as I was trying. Like, I think I should have a little extra space, but I don't think I needed as much space as I'm trying to have, if that makes sense. Okay, so we have that. Awesome. I'm a firm believer in style on them in most things I do, so I support the fancy option. Same, but I feel like right now, at least, because I'm still in the beginning, I feel like I gotta get the basics before I can start making things look pretty, I guess. Alright, so let me look down at the bottom again. Just to make sure. Because I actually feel like down here is still kind of nice, if that makes sense. Does that make sense at all? Because I can have it where all these, right? Those ones. They come up, they go across or whatever, they do what they are supposed to do, and they go across however it is they do. And then they slowly, one by one, get fed into it. Because there's 5 of them, plus the 2 over there. Yeah, they'll all make it down. Yeah, they'll all fit. All fit. So I could have all of those in here. And when I do it, this is the thing, when I do it, I can still maybe put a splitter still on each. So that if, like, they need to go to another spot, it can, like for the truck station or something, to go to the assembler. And I could always just have the truck station be someplace else and it just takes a while to get to. Okay, yeah. I feel like that makes sense. And even with that, I don't think I'm gonna need as much space. But maybe I'll feel better when I start actually connecting this bridge. So first I'm just gonna make it so I can just get across. And then I will do what's happening? Oh, and it's also 8 o'clock. So I am going to, in a moment, very, very soon, I'm about to go and take a quick break so I can feed my cat. Which one did I use? This one. We'll just make them go across. Why not? It's easier. Still work because I also have to plug in mine. Because now, who cares if it doesn't technically match? Because I'm not going to make it be connected like that. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be just jumped off that side. Wouldn't have been good. Great, okay. That works, because now that can just go straight across. And then go to where it needs to go. Yeah. Yeah, that works, I think. I think most of this is still going to get to there. I don't think it needs to go all the way to the edge. Especially if I want to maybe still then have it be able to be a truck. Like, I could probably delete. You say that and I'm remembering Raft. See, but also Raft was slightly different. Somehow. Raft was one, I had another person with me. And even with Raft, it's the same concept because our boat did not look good when we first started because all we could do was try to manage survival. You know? Yeah, I think this is actually. I think that works. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do really quick is I'm gonna pause, well not pause, but I'm going to take a quick break. I'm gonna go feed my cat, and also maybe just like get some water. I'm gonna take my little break that I try to take, I already ate food. I ordered like jerk chicken earlier, so technically I don't need anything to eat. But I will leave the music on and I will be back. I also suggest y'all to, maybe take a break as well. And I will be back. back from just plugging my phone in. My cat has also decided to come upstairs with me. She has been complaining. It's just us today, but she wants to been staying downstairs and she wants to go into the she wants to go into the kitchen. But earlier when she went in the kitchen, she wanted to act as if now suddenly she can get on the table and I'll allow it. And I'm looking at her like, no, you can't get on the table. So she's now locked out of the kitchen while I am up here. Because she keeps trying to do stuff she's not supposed to. Right, girlie? Here she is, ready to be a menace. Alright. But anyways, back to it. What I do want to see, actually, to see if what my idea is will work. Yeah, I forgot that I put a wall there. I don't think it would be enough. I'm curious though. If my thought, if my idea would work. You know what, maybe if I keep thick ones. Maybe these will still be different. My idea kind of doesn't work there, but we'll see and test. I would technically. This area gets low and that's where I'm thinking. Where I'm like, might not work. But what I'm attempting to do might be a little too low. So it was. Let's see. And basically what the thing is that I'm trying to see is if I could put the conveyor stuff that I want down there and then have it go. But I don't think that's shop. Get a ramp. So for now, just so I can get up here, I would technically need it to be able to fit this stuff. Would a splitter even fit down? Don't know if it would. Oh, technically. Okay. Technically, a splitter does. Oh, that's okay. Let me test a little something. Because what if first I'll delete these. I know I just did them, just so I can see, and then I can always put them right back. Not a big deal. I'm thinking that I could kind of set it up. But down here, baby, there's space. Maybe. I could always just make it. No, I still don't think so. Because this is so much smaller up here. You know? That's why I'm over here, like, trying to figure this out. Because this is so much smaller over here as opposed to down here. I could probably finagle it. Possibly. Just maybe. Alright, well, it's been working. So, pretty much I'm trying to figure out in my head the logistics of how I'm trying to move these bad boys over. So, but I'm gonna just start trying to move them now. Because the sooner they start going into my storage, the sooner I could turn on the power. Or I should say, yeah, the sooner I have it all set up for my storage, the sooner I can power. I'm gonna just start with my staff. I have 4 samples. Oh, great. All of these are good. Okay, I thought that it was going to be 5 plus 2 more. Okay, so all of these are just going. Now, the thing that I'm trying to also figure out is, do I want to have it so that I can use a truck or whatever to go through here? Because if that's the case, then my only right now is that I do need to figure out a way so that I can just... I mean, I could just start stacking them up. You know, like I could make it so that maybe they go up one more. For now, just so that they can get across this opening, and just so I can walk past it.
Yeah.
The idea is that they're gonna slowly get lower anyway. Actually, let me just start the conveyor belts now. Instead of doing that and then stopping and having to come all the way back because I didn't do that. it should have been right there before. Oh, man. I like when they're perfect. And I hate this, but I kind of now want to read it. Because I genuinely hate when they're not. I want it to be Guess I'm going to read it. Because they're not right. Make sure I'm going to do only these. Funny thing though is that like I haven't even technically set up the miner yet for the other iron node that I have to set up for the steel. I have to go a little far away to do that, and I still haven't done it. Oh my goodness! Thank you for the resub, Jakara. What are we naming our Twitch baby? Good names only. Do this one right. Or Isaiah. You know what? I don't hate Isaiah. Isaiah is a good. Yeah, but how are you doing, Jakara? How was it? Thank you. More and then You just got home from work? Good. I hope that work was good. I'm doing better than I was before. Just a bit overwhelmed today. So I figured I would play Satisfactory instead of doing Steel Rising. This was one of those kinds of days. And my power had went out today for a while. I still have a lot of work I gotta get done. Just it's gonna be a busy week. I just kind of felt like relaxing. Just kind of talking to y'all. You know? I didn't feel like dying a gazillion times. I just fed my cat. Honestly, he may end soon. Oh, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it, Jakara. I feel extremely drained after work, so I'm just going to be reading your fanfiction and maybe game a little. I've had Sims open since yesterday, since you never cut off your computer. That's funny. Well, I hope that you are able to relax and chill out today after work, Jakara. And thanks for coming by. Oh, go up there. Go up there. I feel like I'll just have them start to go upwards. That way I don't have to worry. You know, this is why now I watched some videos. I watched a couple. And I need to find Caterium. Because apparently Caterium is a material that you can just, if you go out and explore, you can find. And if you find it and you like do the research on it or whatever, it leads you down the path of how to make smart splitters. And if I had a smart splitter, basically what it is, for anybody who is new to the game like me. Bro, are you okay? Nami, she is literally laying on my computer. I have to take pictures of what my cat is doing. I will post it after stream though. Lazy. Bro, you're gonna make my computer overheat. I'll let you sit there for a minute, but like you can't literally lay on top of my fan where you completely cover it. You are going to overheat my computer. And it already is getting hot. I'm sorry, baby. I love you too, and I know it's nice and warm, but it is getting hot now. You have effectively made my PC hot because I did not know you were laying on top of my fan. On top of the vent. That is where she was. Thankfully, my computer runs pretty good, but yeah, that's where she decided to. She must be cold then. I'm gonna have to turn down some of these ACs. Because she must be cold downstairs. That's probably what it is, isn't it? You're cold down there. I can't turn off this fan though, because I will get hot. Hello. You wanna play with it? Come on. Want it? Can you move your butt, please? You always make sure to choose the best spot to play. You just always choose the best spots. I mean that 100% sarcastic. Okay, so we've got that monstrosity right now. I mean, if I'm being real, I really should make it go up one more just so it can get across. And like, if I wanted to use my car, I could. But like, for now, we're gonna let it rock. And I will. Because I feel. Let me see. He is there. Okay, so I could have them go through, right? Blah, 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 blah. And then, because I'm also trying to think of ways in which I can allow stuff to be moved when needed. So like I could still set up a smart splitter or whatever. So that in the future, if need be, whichever one I set it up for, it's fine. You know? I might have to figure out a way to set up only because I just need it to be able to line up if I do it, you know? I'm also technically trying to do this with a big blockage in my view because my cat is sitting here and she's not moving. She has refused to move out the way. She has decided that this is where she stays. is what is going on. In case you know. I'll put them here for now, just so I can to be. They might change slightly, but my cat is watching me work. Also. Oh, there's nothing. Okay, I was like, wait, what's the here? Okay, those are all set. Leaf. Can I put the elevator under? I feel like I can't. I feel like it's gonna be too small. Whatever, but here you go. So I feel like this is not going to be. I would need it. I would need it to be there. Now it's gonna clip. Okay, let's stop. But these ones, I can just have it go up. I don't have to do it. I just was curious. Oh, you decided to move? You can't move that way. No, girlie. Oh, no, actually, because you're gonna try to lay back down on the fan. You can't lay on the fan. You're gonna knock down the lamp. No. No vent. No vent. No. My computer's hot enough as it is right now. Because you made it hot. You can't lay there. No. No. No vent. I know it feels like a sauna, but you can't go there. Yeah, you can go bye-bye. Go upstairs. Does it also effectively get rid of my, like, walkway? Yeah. We'll get a better walkway later. I just need some stuff. Ah! It's not lined up! Right? Or is it? Okay, it is. It just was being weird. Okay. Just wait until I tear down this factory and make a new one again. That seems to be the reoccurring theme. in this game, all I do is remake my factory over and over and over again as I get new things, and I enjoy it each time, despite the fact that I look stressed out every single time. Anyways, that is now good. Right now, it should just be able to go into the awesome sink, but yeah, it should just be able to go into the awesome sink. And technically, the way that I have it all set up is it should work fine how I want to do this. So, put a ramp just so I can see where I'm going. Just so I can get up a little bit higher. How dare you be so far into the ground? How dare you be in the ground? Just terrible. Well, I could have it where it goes across, and as they're going across, they're sneaking into their respective places. Well, I think that might be what I do. Now, gonna be a lot of conveyor belts, but it's fine. It's perfect. Technically, for these, I can put foundations down, just so that they have a bottom. Funny is that, like, this is just for these ones. I haven't even, like, started to figure out how I'm gonna set everything up there. Haven't even started. I think I'm gonna go bottom down, if that makes sense. Or like start from the bottom. Oh. Next time I do this, it's gonna be an experience. Come on, go the other way. Come on, you're gonna make me jump. Things are gonna change so much when I have more things that I can use. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. The way in which things are going to change. I can't wait for it. I am so very excited. Yay. Okay, and then this one's not going to go to the top one. It's gonna go. Should work. Yeah. Back. This is basically what I'm doing. I keep grabbing the ring. Why do I keep grabbing the elevator? Whatever. I don't know why I'm like this. Probably because I've been figuring out this one thing this entire stream. Oh, wait, I didn't actually do the draw. I didn't actually make the other one. Next stack. There. We're gonna put you here because technically speaking, that ramp is not going. If we are being real. Let's survival. Still have 2 more. And I technically shouldn't need any more on those. I feel like... yeah, I actually feel like those 2 are fine now. Now it is grabbing... here. Regular 1, 2. We'll see what happens. But for the time being, I should be okay. Oh wait, I'm supposed to go with that one. Oh, I put you way too far. Got ahead of myself. I forgot this one existed. Trying to make sure I go in order. No. Might not need to get rid of that, but I do at least go in at least fairly neat. Last one. Goodness, this is tall. created. What I should do now, just so that they can start to work, I should actually get the other conveyor, the other things working too. I'm gonna actually take my tractor this time, so I don't have to worry about running so far. Oh wait, before I go, I almost forgot. The most important thing in which I need is... do I have a portal miner? Do I have any of them in here? I need to build one of those things. I even can do that. So before I even do that, actually, let me start building some of the things I was supposed to do for now. We'll probably once again get dismantled eventually again. But I at least need my things. Do I have the... oh wait, I do have the player crate. Let me actually go up top and see where I'm placed. I think what's funny about this setup that I'm doing is that I feel like I can very much tell that this is my my temporary setup for the moment. Like it is not fully together yet. Not in the slightest. And like more than likely a lot of stuff is going to change. But like it's gonna probably get dismantled once again. Like, at least for the moment. Oh wait, I need more. Okay. But at least for the moment, I have stuff set up. Ah, I didn't mean to fall. I was falling so slow too that I even realized I was falling when I started falling. Alright. Cable. Alright. Go out. I need to be able to research stuff and build, like, the equipment things that I want to build. So I guess for now, I'll just put you here. Like I said, I have a feeling that a lot of the stuff is going to get dismantled again. What would that be underneath? Oh, equipment. I need... moment, I need some power. Do I want to have power around? What else do you want? I forgot. I have to like look at it. That's what. Like. Why is everything so urgent? Yeah. Do I technically need you connected to anything? I mean, I guess technically. Do you need power? Do you need power? Honestly. Like you're fine. I mainly only connect this because I just like to see how much power consumption I am doing. You know, like I just like knowing, and I can look at it and see how much my coal generates. That's all that matters. 'Cause I can look at it. That's all. That's the only reason. Alright. Cool. So we have that. How do I make the miner again? We need... Right. I think I only need one miner for this thing, right? Yeah, I have the stuff I need. Okay, off to go start stuff. Then I'll also eventually put power there too. I want to get these ones started. I love how I just jumped as if that would be the thing that started. Okay. I also, for anybody wondering, I have it on retaliation mode because for me at least, whenever I play this game, I don't feel like stressing out. So like I did play it for the very beginning where it wasn't like that, and I did notice that just didn't go anywhere because I was too scared. So I turned it to retaliation. Because then when I do want to throw hands, I can throw hands when I feel like it, but I don't have to be like stressed out about it either, if that makes sense. That's why I did it the way I did. Alright, now what I want to see is I think it's up here. Ooh, there's a spot. Yeah, there we go. It's here. We also will get this slug. If I can reach it. How in the world are you up there? How are you up there? I'm gonna have to get you eventually another day. How are you up there? It's nice and easy. Okay, whatever. I just want the mine. This iron. Do I want to make it so it just goes straight down? Where do I have my thing at? How far away? If I could just make it go straight down. Not... Oh, that's the smelter. I was about to say, not I came all the way out here and it's not right. I was about to be real upset. Real upset. Alright. We're gonna have the miner go down. I ran out of stuff. Forgot to go grab rods before I started this. That's what I get for using so much, so many things. Alright. So you trying to fight me? I am in fact in a tractor. Out here trying to run after me. Alright. Let me go get me some more stuff. I thought I was smart and I wasn't. I still forgot things. Should have stuff in here. Where the heck did I put it? Basically, for anybody wondering, this was from when I dismantled my whole workshop, like my whole hub area, and I like had put stuff in here, and I think I already used it up over there. I'm just gonna go down here and grab some because I know I have rods left over because I never, like, it does not go quick enough. So I will just have to grab some rods. A whole bunch of rods. Look at that. I have the factory finally going. That's how many freaking rods we're missing. Oh, my battery. I almost forgot. Oh. Forgot that my laptop was dying. Did my music end again? Goodness. Oh, computer, why are you acting up? Okay. Being weird for me. Hopefully you guys can even hear the music I have on. If, like, at any time, you know, can't hear the music, you can always feel free to let me know. And I will adjust audio accordingly. Just in case you didn't know. Alright, hopefully that's enough for me to make some conveyor belts. Maybe what I'll do is I won't make my tractor go all the way this time. I'm only gonna make it go up to where the first conveyor belts are. So that way, when I end putting them down, I will be where my tractor is. Oh, you can even see it over there. I will put it down over here. I feel like that's a good spot. Then I didn't have to just... Alright. And I'll connect it to power. We will be fantastic. Great. Okay. Now, what did I do? Did I have the power over here? I do have power. I do have power. Okay. Hey, buddy. Just leave me alone. That's great. What's funny, though, is that with retaliation mode on, I did stay forgetting that, like, there are sometimes, in fact, enemies, and I will just forget that enemies exist in here until, like, I hear, like, their breathing or something. And I'm like, oh wait, oh yeah, there are like things here that's supposed to try to kill me. They only aren't because like I actually have it on a mode so that they don't. You know? Alright. Technically not hooked up to a connection. Not yet. I have these connected to each other. I think I have them all technically. No, so just think. Either way though, that's good. Oh, not there's a network connection. Did my thing also go off? Okay, so it's only Twitch. Let me try refreshing. Refresh Twitch, please work. What is going on? What's happening? Did all my stuff pick? Hold on. Okay, there goes Twitch. It's like Twitch went down for a second or something. At least for me. Okay, I am still here. Yeah, that was weird. It was like Twitch just decided to stop working for a few minutes. Like, technically the stream still is on, but like, it just stopped. It was like, nah. I don't actually feel like running. That's interesting. Do I? No, it's gonna make me. Okay, great. I do have a Oh yeah, I can't connect. Do I want to have it where they go up? I might do. And what I might do is I might put. Oh, actually. Yeah. I can always do that. I'll use this one. I just gotta see. Alright, we're almost where we have full power. Or at least where the carbon stuff. Not copper, that's what I'm thinking of the wrong type of seed thing. I guess now I can just put you back. Wrong one. Meant to put Right. Now, technically speaking, my stuff should start to work. I just have to now turn my things back on. They're on standby. At the moment. Pause. just go fully. Full 100%. I said full 100%. Yeah, there we go. Enough. Do that stuff. Go inside. Make sure everything is working. Things can be great. Head inside the copper factory. Doing what needs to be done. I'm gonna do copper. Copper ingots. Then I think I already set you guys up. Yeah. You guys are already set up. Nice and proper. Up top, run across the ceiling, hold up the roof. And then make sure that these work. Do they have actual power? Are they not? Cool. So you guys are down there. Perfect. You're coming through. You're going to be doing steel. Perfect. Then these ones. Why did I do this? Matter which one. It's I don't know the it would still be and okay. Alright. Now that should be working. Go peek at the stuff. It's doing what I want it to do. Because I think that's gonna probably end up being it for the night. I just kind of want to see that it works. Make sure that this thing is running right. I want to start seeing some steel production being done. Which it will very soon. So, we'll at least have some stuff going into storage, into the right storage at least. We're down. I'm gonna have to need a freaking doorway. I need a way to get through so I can see stuff. Yay! Okay, so it makes 3 ingots each time, I'm assuming. That's nice. Not that animal was back in the same spot again. It keeps somehow like phasing into its original territory, and I don't understand because I put walls and like it's not like I killed it. It ran away. It ran down there, and somehow it still keeps getting inside of my building. And I just don't understand. I mean, the main thing I really don't understand is how in the heck every time I attempt to kill it, it actually doesn't like, die. Like, it won't actually go away. It annoys me so much. Great. Those get siphoned off. Now we have the steel beams! Yay! And it's funny how technically that idea does work. It is technically tall enough to go through without much clipping, which is nice. I like that. Great. Now we have those. Let's see. What about these guys? Have they reached the top of the conveyor yet? Ah, I forgot it. A zillion things. Let's go down the other way. Ah. Okay, so this doesn't work. Is it this top one that doesn't work? Doing. They made it seem like, at least I thought that I could put it to the thing and it would. I tried it again. Okay, I guess it just doesn't do that. So that changes things. That now means that I'm gonna do it. So I have to at least have it so that then there's one in between it. Still need this. Just gonna have to flip unfortunately. Do this one. It's still not going. Okay. I'm so upset. Okay. Right. I'm so annoyed. So annoyed. So put it back how I had it. Do you feel like that was the best way to do it? I just have to get it better. Oh. I mean, I didn't want to be that person who had to, like, make it look all wonky. Or, I have another idea. Or I can, for now, it up like so. Right? Then in there, and then you. That should hopefully fix my problem. Also gonna give you these. You can just start working. There we go. Now it's working. Love to see it. Love. Now that's doing its thing. These can do its thing. Got the cables. Perfect. Oh, I'm so excited to get more items. It's gonna make things so much more efficient when I can finally get some coupons. Because since I did start watching other people play, I started to notice some of the items that other people have. And I realized that they have it because they, what's the word? Because they have the coupons and they got those items. Between making it look more efficient or just making it look pretty, you know? Like, it really changed things. So I would like to get that now. Hey, look at them go. They're beginning their descent. Their way into the factory. Oh, I also need to get the awesome shell. I can actually start getting it. I'm over here like, oh, I can't do anything. But probably would help if I have awesome stuff. Look at it. Oh wait, you need power. That's the one that I actually need. There we go. Now it's working. Oh, that's kind of fun looking at it. Like, just wait until there's actually a lot more stuff coming through it. Oh, it's gonna be so fun to look at. To watch all the different items go through. But it's about to start because it's coming. They're making their slow descent. Because I also only have the beginning ones because I don't actually have that much reinforced iron plate yet. I'm getting there, but I don't have enough to like just like make tons of conveyor belts yet. So that's something that I'm gonna have to start to learn. If anything, that might be a reason to, like, a way in which I should start figuring out my factory. Maybe I should have one that just does iron plates. You know? Right. Excited though. Wait, I just realized something. I see what I did. I don't have this set up right. don't have this set up right. What I need to do, not have that set up to that. I need to have you. How did I do it? I did them. Yes, that's it. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of. I jumped the gun. And what I need is I need you to go up. You guys go there. Then these ones come down. It's gonna go. If we get to it. I feel like just doing it so that if I do get to it, I don't even have to worry about it. That makes sense? I think this is gonna have the same problem because it needs. Okay, so but thankfully I can figure that out later. I have a feeling this storage, even though I like how it is, it's gonna be like the blueprint for how my other storage will work eventually, if that makes sense. I don't think it's gonna stay like this. Yay! I'm getting coupons. Love that for me. My first couple of coupons. We love that. How do we even make these work? Oh, I just print coupons. I just want to go look at what there is. I know a lot of stuff. I think supposedly I like 2 coupons and stuff, but is there anything I can get for 1 coupon? I just want to look at it once I have something. So I'm just like, ooh, what types of stuff is even in here? I can't do lighting yet. Oh, I could do I can get a ceiling mount. Ooh, I can get a floor hole or like a conveyor wall mount. That would be nice. Oh, and wall power. I could get some of these. Oh, I'm gonna be eating good when I can finally do stuff. Oh, I'm excited. So I have to unlock some of these by researching. That's fine. That's fair to me. I could get a door and their walls. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun. Oh, railings. Green floors. Pillars. Metal pillars. Oh, I can get stairs finally! And a ladder! And catwalks. Nice! That's so cool. Oh, and I can get different looks, like materials. Nice. Oh, this is where you get the boombox stuff. These special things. Oh, and if I want it. I don't know why I would do that. I mean, maybe if I just have tons of... Oh, that's so cool. I'm very excited for all of these. Guess for now, I'll just let it go. I've seen other people and somebody had a tip, and one tip that I thought was really cool was that they said that if you have like a miner or something that you're not using yet, you can always like just have the like raw material go straight into the awesome sink and just let it generate coupons for you the whole time. I'm not gonna lie, I might do that. Especially for like maybe here, I might just set up awesome sink. Why not? Put like a splitter. Because it's going so it can only go in but so much. You know? I might do that for the time being. Do I have enough material to do that? Then I think that'll be the end of what I do today. Why not? Oh, it's too steep. I don't want to sit on it. Oh well, I can fix that later. I mean, oh, I could also put it here. It is picking up. Just so I can start to get some stuff. Plus, I think we're gonna end up ending in a few because Twitch keeps not working. It keeps like turning off for me. And like, it's like, I feel like it's the site itself, at least for me. I don't know what's going on for everybody else. It might be fine for literally everyone else but me. But at least for me, not really. I'm going to now delete that so that they can go through it. Oh wait, why are they still doing fireworks? There is no reason for them to still be doing fireworks. No reason whatsoever. No, because I know for a fact they are not actually that patriotic. Be for real right now. I'd like to put these things that I have. What's the button again? Give you take all of your copper back. Oh, I didn't put power. I always keep forgetting to like actually power the awesome thing. Forgetting that it needs it. Right. I feel like that should be pretty good production because it was going slow. Well, not slow, but it wasn't like it could only do but so much copper at a time. Well, now it's probably gonna run efficiently anyway. That makes sense. that's gonna be something I will play with next time I can. Because that'll probably help me with like reconfiguring things. I also need to, aside from just like figuring out like layers and stuff and making the layer stuff look nicer, I also need to find Ethereum, whatever the hell it's called, so that I can eventually make smart splitters. So I think I need Caterium so I can make like a type of wire, and then I also need to like discover how to do batteries or something, I heard. So like that's basically what I have to figure out. I can figure that out, then I can start doing smart splitters. Like it's a gold mine, but I'm not expecting to do it like in the next time that I play. So for now, I will keep like setting everything up how I have it, and I'll just do my best to start exploring more as I go. Because I don't believe I found Caterium before. Do I even have anything else that I can research yet? I don't think so. I think next time I play, I might try to do some researching. Oh, I need 50 silver. Okay, cool. Yeah, so maybe I'll also start figuring out the sulfur stuff. I need to go get more sulfur, but yeah, I'm gonna start figuring these out. Because then I can get bombs! You know? I need to get okay, and then steel beans for nutrients. I'm like making my way up slowly, as I should be, probably. I'm not mad at my progress. I feel like if anything, that's probably the point of like the first time you play, is discovering everything anyway. I'm still happy with how it's going. I just also now can't wait to start redoing stuff so it can look a little better eventually. Because now I'll be able to get nicer things and like change the look of it. Because I want to use like other material for my factory and not these like types of like the basic colorways. Start making it look more industrial instead of like an orange box. But let me go into my regular perch, as I always do, to end off my session in Satisfactory. I always end it off here, up here I should say. So then I always have a bird's eye view of what I was doing, so that the next time I come in I don't forget, because you never know. It could be a day, it could be a month, it could be 6 months, I don't know. So I like to stay here so that then however long it is, I always can remember what I was doing because I can see it. So this is where I'm gonna end off. So I'm gonna go back to the main menu screen so I can do all of my like ending stuff real quick. Alright, the main menu. Perfect. So swap my screen. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm surprised that I actually made it to the 3-hour mark. I was not expecting it. I just realized you said Josiah and not Isaiah. That shows you how small the screen was. But yeah. Also, I'm sorry if like Twitch has been acting up for everybody else, because like I know that Twitch for some reason kept acting up for me, despite the fact that like technically stream has not been cutting out. Twitch for me has just been acting weird. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I know I didn't get to play Still Rising today, but I'm hoping that I can play it next week. For anybody who wasn't here earlier today, feel free to catch my voice tomorrow over on Bayesian Shinobi's channel, because I will be playing ESO with them, Elder Scrolls Online with them, and Machiavel Games. So I'll be playing that over there. Also, next week I'm planning to have an extra stream. I'm planning to play a demo for a game called Aloft on Tuesday because I got a code. I got asked to play the game by the dev, small indie dev. So, and technically the game is, I believe the demo is free and available on Steam. I have to check again, but I'm going to check it out in case anybody else wants to see what it is. And I think it's supposed to go in early access next week. So we're gonna check it out and see what it's like. It seems kind of like an exploration type game, building, you can like pet the animals. It almost feels like Raft, but in the sky and with land, if that makes any sense. And like animals, but like where there's animals that you can pet. Because I think it seems like there's like a disease or like a fungus or something going on that's like taking over the island or the planet, and it's like taking the animals as hosts. So we have to kind of save the island and the animals to keep them from turning into whatever it is that they're turning into. But we will see what it is fully about on Tuesday at my regular time at 5 p.m. But yeah, besides that, I think that's everything. Oh, I also, for anybody who doesn't know, I meant to say this earlier, but I did put out my newsletter today. So if you are but if you are signed up to my newsletter, feel free to check your inbox so you can find it. What I'm doing, I'm trying out this week, doing it where I emailed out the newsletter first, and then I think in a couple days, then I will post it into Coffee, because I usually will also post my newsletter onto my Coffee, so that if anybody wants to still check out my newsletter and see what types of things are going on, or maybe even just check out the newsletter and to see if they want to eventually sign up for it, then they can. So I think I'm gonna do that just to kind of give the people who actually are signed up a little more of like almost like a sneak peek, or feel like there's some weight to the fact that they did sign up to the email newsletter, instead of just feeling like, oh, I could have just not signed up and just still got the exact same thing on her Coffee. So I'm gonna do that. I don't know if I'm gonna wait like a full week or not, but I might, because it might just be one of those things where like, hey, if you want to get it like when I send it, then you can do that, or you can get it like the week after, or like half a week later, and get all the info. And if you miss certain events, then you might, or if you miss certain updates, then you just miss certain updates. But that's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm gonna attempt to take it easy for the rest of the night. Cause like I said, part of the reason why we did Satisfactory was because I just was feeling a little anxious, which I guess is a little obvious considering that I still won't stop moving. But yeah, I think that for today, I don't think I'm gonna actually raid anybody. I think we're just gonna end off for the night. So I just want to say thank you guys for hanging out with me. Oh, and also if you want to find me anywhere, because I'm over here forgetting everything, you can feel free to check out my links. You can feel free to check out my card. It has my info for both my art stuff and my streaming stuff, or like my gaming stuff. So just feel free to scroll down to find it. First section is everything that is shared between both of those types of things, and then underneath it is separated by based off if it's art or gaming related socials. So feel free to check that out. But yeah, on that note, I think I'm going to call it the night. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you when I see you. I'll see you either on Monday, or you'll hear me maybe on tomorrow when I play ESL. But yeah, thank you guys for chilling with me.